Hello everybody, this is Orphan Cause 75. I don't feel like doing the proper intro today, I guess. Today we're going to be jumping into an episode of Mortal Kombat rating fatalities. The rating is on a scale of 1 to 10. I did do this with Venus when he was over here, but I cannot remember where we left off. I'm pretty sure we left off at Jade, but I didn't think we did her second fatality. So, I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to go through all the characters again, but we're going to do them, I just feel like that we need to do the fatalities again, because I honestly forgot. So, that other rating video I'm going to delete, and then this will be the new one. Actually, I could do that right now, but I don't feel like it. But first, I do need to do something really, really quickly. And that is this. Okay. So, we're going to start off from the top. So, is up first, and we'll just use Sub-Zero as our dummy. Because why the fuck not? So we're going to do the second fatality first, and then we will move on to the next one. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that I have all the fatalities for every single character, except for Shao Kahn, because I don't have him. So, finish him. Starting off with Shang Tsung. Actually, before I do this, advance. There we go. I feel like this is going to be a bit better. Alright, let the rating begin. Alright. Fatality. Okay. Sorry, I'm checking a lot of stuff here. I apologize for that.
Shang Tsung wins. Flawless victory.
But anyway, the rating, I'd have to give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. I feel like it's better than normal. I do like how it's King Taro. King Taro is one of my favorite Shao Kahn characters. I think that's how it's pronounced. Shao Kahn? Shao Kahn? No, Shao Kahn. I think it is. But I just like having the King Taro thing. The thing that makes it not as good as I want it to be is the fact that there's a lot of mystery behind this. Like, I don't know how Shang Tsung managed to get his soul. Maybe he died like Goro did. I don't know. One thing's for sure is it's just a bit confusing. I just feel like I need a bit more backstory. And he doesn't do very much. I feel like he could have done a bit more. But it is good. I'm not saying that it's not bad, but it is good. It's better than normal. It's better than most of the fatalities that I've seen him do. Jeez, some of them are fucking bad. Really bad.
Finish him.
Anyway. Contend to the damn. Let's do this.
Fatality. Shang Tsung wins. Flawless victory.
So, I'd have to give this an 8. The reason why it is better is mostly gore. Gore is what I usually rate these based on how gory they are, how good they are, if they reference anything like that. So this one, I'm giving it an 8 because it's very gory. I like the detail on how there's Shaolin, some undead Shaolin monks or some sort. I think they're monks, but I'm not quite sure. I didn't know very much about that. But I like how he's just tearing them apart, and then, yeah. Again, the reason why it's not better than it should is because mainly explaining, but then again, it's mostly just because I felt like there could have been a bit more done, and that's pretty much about it. There's not too many complaints with this one, so that's why it's getting an 8. Moving on, we're going to do, I think, Frost next, and I think I know both of her fatalities. I'm pretty sure I know everyone's besides Shao Kahn, so we'll find out.
Frost.
No, we're gonna just keep using Sub-Zero. We're not gonna do random.
Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
So Frost will be able to get revenge on his master, on her master. Its master. I mean, she basically is a cyborg at this point, so I don't really know if she has a gender at this point. Fuck it, I'll just call her she. I mean, a robot is different from a cyborg, but anyway, fuck it, whatever. I'll prove it up. So I do know her second one. This one is at a mid. Let's do this.
Fatality.
Okay, so this one is cool. I did like it, but I'm gonna give it a 9.9. It's very, very, very close to a 10, but I'm gonna give it a 9.9. The reason why is because it is really good. Most people that would see this would be like, "Oh, dude, that's fucking sick," but to them though, to be like probably like I'd say a 9 to them if they were just watching it. But for me, it's a 9.9 because I know the lore around this. So I basically just depends on how much you know on this situation. But not including the lore, I'd still give it a 9.9. It's very creative and it's really, really good. It's a really good fatality, but I just don't think it's quite good yet. So no, we gotta see our first one. I'm silly. So we're gonna do it again. Hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly. Hopefully.
Finish him.
Alright. Wait. Almost fucked it up for a minute.
Fatality.
I'd say I'd give it a 8.5. It's pretty good. I don't think it's at 9 rank. It's pretty creative. I haven't seen any character do that. And plus, like, what she is in the story and in the lore, it kind of makes her like her own character. But I've never seen anyone just freeze them in this matter, so it gets that many points because of its like unique factor, but in terms of goriness, it's not that good because I am rating this on how gory it is. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with an 8.5. It's creative, but I feel like there could have been a bit more gore in it. This is MK11 after all, so like it's not like they're gonna be holding anything back. Next up is
Sub-Zero.
and we're gonna go Sub-Zero as always. Now I think I've seen his like fatalities to the point where I remember them, but we're gonna see. So I think his first one, I might remember his first one. I'm gonna see if I'm correct, and then if I'm not, then I'll look at it. And then all of you can laugh at me in the comments for being a fucking idiot. So, bruh, I'm a smarty pants.
Fatality.
Okay, so this fatality is really, really good. I do like it. I'm going to give it a 9.5. Reason why is because I feel like it starts out like really, really good. Like, oh dude, he's like ripping all of his fucking skin and bone off his fucking torso and his heart is revealed. But like, him just throwing the axe at the heart at the end, it's just weak to me. But another thing that gives it some extra points, in fact, that's probably the reason why it gets the extra 5 points, is because when he starts ripping at his lower jaw, you can kind of see Sub-Zero like looking at it in like concern, like, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, moving onward. The dog is freaking out. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna give this one a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10. Now, it does lack goriness, but I feel like the goriness gets it to a 6, and then the spirit animal gets it up to a 10. Reason why is because I've never, ever seen Nightwolf do this. No one has, actually. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember seeing a fatality of Nightwolf besides this game where he summons a spirit animal to rip someone in half. We'll split them in half and then rip them apart. But it's a really good fatality. I do like it. But okay, my apologies. The cherry on the top is how Nightwolf made the bear split him in half. But I think I've exhausted how good that fatality is, so we're gonna move on. Next one is
Johnny Cage.
I actually picked random, so fuck it, we'll do Jax, even though it should have been Sub-Zero. I'm too used to doing that. Whenever I usually play, normally, I usually just pick random. So I get too used to that. But fuck it, whatever. I guess we could have random dummies. Unless they all become the same thing, which I highly doubt. I should know his second one.
Finish him.
Cut! Reset!
Deadly uppercut, take 2.
Action! Cut!
Who hired this guy? What the fuck? Deadly uppercut, take 19.
Fatality. Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory.
Okay, so in terms of goriness, it's not that good, but there is some gore in there, so I think it'll amp it up to the 2. Now, the funny, this one does have humor, so I'll base only these two on humor. It does have a bit of humor in it, so I think it'll bump it up to a 4. Now, the best part about this is the reference. This is indeed a reference to a glitch fatality that you could do with Johnny Cage. I can't remember if it was a glitch or if it was actually in the game, but there was something that you can do in one of the older Mortal Kombats. I think Mortal Kombat 2. Again, my mind is very fuzzy on this, but you could do a fatality where Johnny Cage would punch off 3 heads, and this is a direct reference to that. So, I think it gets a 10. Mainly because of that. It's only because of the reference, though, so it's the reference that gets it to a 10.
Ninja Mime was awesome.
Yeah, I rocked it.
It really tore me up.
Okay, so
Johnny
this
Cage
one
wins.
is not as good. I'm going to give it a 6.9. Mainly because it's mostly the humor that gets it up to this. The gore is pretty good. There is a bit of gore in there, but I don't know. It just seems like it just looks weird. But it's mostly just the humor that gets me doing that. But the thing that really takes down points is how he managed to make that person into a puppet. Like I don't understand that. I don't know if there actually is a way for this. Now keep your pants on. I do recall that this is a video game, so there's not really too much logical things in here. But it just doesn't look that logical to me, at least for Johnny Cage. I don't see Johnny Cage being able to put his hand in somebody's like torso, ripping it off and using him as a puppet. I just can't see that. But if you guys disagree with me or whatever, I don't know. I just don't know. I just feel like that the puppet thing, the fact that he's able to do that, it just seems a bit unreal to me. But what do you, if you guys have your own opinions, I would like to know them, whether they be rage or not. So yeah, I just don't see Johnny Cage doing that. I've said that about like 3 times.
Sonya Blade. Johnny Cage.
Oh, I guess we're...
Blade.
Well, we did Johnny Cage, now we're gonna kill Johnny Cage. Wait, doesn't Sonya even like Johnny Cage? I'm pretty sure they hate each other in this one. Same in the other one, I'm pretty sure. In MKX. I've been in MK9 too, so I guess they just don't like each other in general. Alright, so... Oh, is it closed? Yeah. Ooh. 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 Oh, what's up with his nose? Oh, damn.
Fatality.
Dude, I'm gonna give this one a 9. A solid 9. I don't think it's that good. I feel like it lacks a bit in goriness, but like, the detail with that fatality is what makes it really good. Like how she broke his arm and then busted his face, and his nose was caved in. That's how hard she hit her. Whatever. I whenever I have to talk about like 2 different genders, like whenever there's like 2 different genders, my brain just goes like blah, blah, when trying to come up with a sentence like this. It's like in this scenario, basically. Whenever it's in a scenario like this of female hitting a male, I always get confused, so sometimes I say the opposite gender when I'm not supposed to. I should be saying the one that I was going with. But whatever. The way that his nose was concaved when that happened was honestly amazing, so I'd have to say that is the best part of the fatality. Ugh. Alright, hey, let's do this shit. So what's the combination for this?
Sonya Blade calling in air support.
Okay. Fatality.
So I think this one is pretty good. I do like it. Problem is this isn't really like a downfall. It's more like, well, it is a downfall, but it just depends. So we were in Goro's lair, which is underground. So the fact that this fatality was even able to happen is honestly amazing. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. It doesn't make sense in stages that are buildings, unless the building would have a sky roof, like the military base that you can go to. I could understand how that would work, but at the same time I can't. But besides that, I'd have to give it a 7. I don't really think it's that good, and I don't think it's that bad either, so... who is up next? I think Jackie is? Pretty sure... No, it's Cassie.
Cassandra Cage.
We'll go with this one. I don't want to use stupid Cassie Quinn. We're going to be killing a bug today. Sweet. Oh, Jesus. Alright, hopefully... I think I remember her second fatality. No, I don't. I rarely play as her, so I don't remember. So hashtag girl power is the one that we're doing. That is not mid, but apparently that's what the game is saying.
Fatality. Cassandra Cage wins. Flawless victory.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I think it's just really straight down the middle. For the record, I'm not saying that for a pun. It is a good pun, but still, like, in all honesty here, I don't think it's really that creative. Like, now hear me out here. Yes, no one has ever done this, but there is a brutality and a few fatalities that Johnny Cage and Cassie Cage have done in Mortal Kombat history, where it's literally just them hitting somebody's testicles and something happens. So, in terms of creativeness, it's the outcome of it is creative, but the way it happens is not. You get what I'm saying here? So, in MKX, there are brutalities that both Johnny Cage and Cassie Cage shared, where Johnny Cage would punch them in the balls or whatever, and their eyes would pop out. Same thing with Cassie. And it's the same thing that's happening here. Not exactly, but it's happening in the same way. She's hitting them in the genitals, and something crazy is happening. So it's not that good, but the outcome of it is good. Now, of course, she did have to shoot her a bit to be able to do this, but nonetheless, it's still kinda like, there's a bit before, same shit, something crazy happens at the end. Like, it's just weird. Please tell me you guys understand what I'm trying to explain here. Like, it's just very generic. It's only the outcome of what happens when she does it is what makes it good.
Fatality. Cassandra Cage wins.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. I did not like this brutality. There's not enough gore. I don't think there's enough gore. It's absolutely retarded. And being a somewhat germaphobe, this is just disgusting. So, I'll give it a plus on disgusting. So, I'll give it a 3, and if I'm being generous, I'll give it a 4. Because I think there could have been more done. So, I just don't like it. I don't. If you guys do like it, please give me your rating of those of any of these fatalities. If you just basically go into the comments and tell me if you thought one fatality was better or one fatality was worse. I would like to know your guys' opinions on these fatalities.
Jackson Briggs.
All right, we're doing Jackson Briggs versus Jackson Briggs. We're gonna have to do the other one because we're gonna be killing ourselves. I'm going to commit suicide. Okay, so this is close. I think I fucked it up. Yeah, I was square. Shit.
Jackson Briggs wins.
That's some really shitty fatality. That's a really shitty fatality right there.
Finish him.
There we go.
Fatality.
10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Now,
Flawless victory.
the reason why this is a 10 out of 10 is this isn't based on gore. The gore is not what makes it a 10 out of 10. What makes it a 10 is the da-da-da-da-da-da and the crowd screaming after he hits the skull, and the fact that he hits all the skin off the skull and a bit of pieces of the skull. That is just great. It's great. So basically it's just pure humor that wins the race in this one. Oh my god, that is so good. Okay.
Fatality. Jackson
I
Briggs wins.
honestly don't like it. I really thought he could have done something a bit more, or maybe something different. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 7. It's good, but I don't think it's good enough. I feel like it could have been something better. So now we are moving on to
Scorpion.
And our dummy will be
Liu Kang.
Oh, perfect.
Coliseum Beast Pen.
Let's do this. Let's murder Liu Kang. Let's do this. Yes. Alright. Now I do remember his second fatality. I do remember it. How long is this stream been going for? I cannot tell. It doesn't tell me. Alright, anyway. Wait, hold up. I know that's the combination. Hold up. It's being just fucking... I got it mixed up. Got it mixed up a bit. I saw nunchucks on the floor.
Fatality.
Now, this is creative. I have not seen Scorpion done this.
Victory.
I'm going to give it a 5. The reason why is because, again, not too much gore, especially since it's like a fucking lightsaber, so it cauterizes the wound, so he doesn't bleed. But I do like the creativity of him going into the Netherrealm, moving in between him, popping back out, and splitting you in half. It's basically the creativity of this fatality that gives it up to a 5. So it's not too bad and it's not too good. It's like right in the middle.
Finish him.
And this is the trailer one, the cinematic trailer fatality. Now, I think it's a great use of his abilities.
Wins. Flawless.
I just feel like the spine that shows should be there. Like, if you're just gonna jump through someone with fire, it should be burning the spine. Unless it's like anti-bone burning hellfire, which I highly doubt. So I'm gonna give it a 6. Mainly because it's the fact that that spine stays there. I think it just takes it all of those points down. It just like drastically takes it down to a 6. And now it is my boy Noob.
Noob Cybot.
I'm gonna go with this version. I like this version.
Kano.
And we're gonna be killing Kano. Let's do this.
Oh boy, we're ready to kill Kano.
I feel like they kind of made Kano a bit, I don't know, like unpleasant in this game. Okay, and I do absolutely remember his second fatality. Now, this is my favorite character, but I am still going to be harsh with him on this. Now, when it comes to creativity, it's really, really good. I do like this. I've never seen Noob Saibot do something like this before. When it comes to gore, it is absolutely fantastic. Now, here comes the bad stuff about this fatality. I really feel like, again, there should have been more done. Something in my gut is telling me that there could have been more with this fatality. I felt like it could have been done something or be. So, I am giving it a 8. I'm not giving it anything higher and I'm not giving it any lower. It is a really good fatality, it's just I feel like it lacks something. The only problem is I can't put my finger on it. Alright, second, first fatality, basically. Now this one is really good. It's creative, it's got a good amount of gore, and I felt like there was enough to be done. So it kind of fills a bit of the quality that I am expecting in a Mortal Kombat fatality. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it is a 9 out of 10. It is a 9. It is a bit higher than its second counterpart. Just solid numbers on that. No decimal numbers whatsoever. So next up is...
Baraka.
And our dummy will be...
Total Khan.
Corn.
Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
I felt like somebody just moved a boulder or something upstairs. Alrighty, let's do this. So I think I remember his thing. Wait. Yep, I do remember it.
Fatality.
Now, I do like this fatality. It is pretty good, but I felt like it went a bit too fast. I don't know. I just feel like it just went a bit faster than usual. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. Yeah, 7. 7 out of 10. I felt like that it could have gone at least a bit slower, like... whatever. I just felt like it could have been slower. That's basically the point of this. Alright, next fatality. And that is... Boop, boop, boop. Oh.
Fatality.
I'd give this one a 10.
Flawless.
Reason why is because it does have a good amount of gore. And unlike its second counterpart, it's a lot slower, especially with the slow motion when he rips off the face. That is solid. It's really good. But the slowness of take off your face, take off a piece of your skull, stab your brain, pull it out, bite it. It's just really good. I just like it. So, whoever is up next is Raiden. Raiden is up next. And I think I remember his, but I'll check. Sindel will be our target, but I'll check my move list just to refresh my memory on what it is, because I feel like I'm going to fuck it up. Ow. Okay. Okay.
Fatality.
Okay, this one is really good. I like this one.
Flawless victory.
So, I'm gonna go in with the... I don't think it's perfect, so I'm gonna go in with the goods and then go into the bads. So, starting off with the goods, I do like how he uses 2 slices to be able to cut her in half. The part that probably is the best is when he lifts her up and then her body just falls, and the sound that it makes is just disgusting, and I love it. It's really gory, obviously. Now, saying this, the bad part about it is this part, the ending. I really, really thought that there could have been something else done. Now, I'm not saying that there could have been more done. I'm saying that he could have done something completely different. Like, exploded her head probably would have been better. Maybe, like, ripped it off and split it in 2, not just, like, in this fashion. It just looks weird to me. But I do like the disgusting face that Sindel is giving me right now, so I guess that is cool. Moving on to the next.
Finish her.
Alternating current.
Fatality.
That is a 1.
Raiden wins.
That is actually a 1 for
Flawless
me.
victory.
It's horrible, man. It's so bad. I do like the lightning stuff, but like it's so bad to the point where I can't even give it any other points besides 1. The only thing that made it cool was the lightning splitting apart her body parts. That's it. There was nothing else. It's just, I shock you, I split apart your body parts, I mash them together, I split them apart again, but this time let them fly all over the place. Like, that is so fucking weak to me. That is so bad. It's so bad. Jeez, it's horrible. Alright, moving on. Jackie.
Jacqueline Briggs. Sub-Zero.
I hope you have good ones. I hope you have good ones.
Shirai Ryu Fire Garden.
So we're gonna be killing Jade.
Finish her.
So we're gonna do this one.
Fatality. Jacqueline Briggs wins.
I
Flawless victory.
love this one. This one is really good. I like how the heart is beating on the other side of the shield. I love how she uses the shield in general to just split them in half. It's really, really good. I fucking love it. I'm gonna give it a 10. It is a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I got time. I'm wasting a bit of time here, so I kind of want to get this going.
Finish her.
Spider Mines. A 2. It's not that good. It's just, mine, stop, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. It's just so bad. I just don't like military tech being used in this. In a Mortal Kombat game, I expect people getting, like, torn in half by, like, giant fucking monsters or something like that. Like, Shang Tsung's second fatality was a great addition. Sure, it wasn't that good, but that was mostly because it was confusing. In general, it is a really good fatality. Comparing to all the other ones that we've seen, this one is horrible. Except for Raiden's. Raiden's is so far the only one that we have so far. No one else has gotten a fatality that's a 1 out of 10 yet, besides Raiden. So, now we're moving on to Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
I am going to do the retro version, because I want to.
Cetrion.
And now we're going to be
Sea of
killing
Blood.
Cetrion. Let's hope this is good. Alright, I don't remember his thing, so let's check this out. Alright.
Finish her.
Oh my god, this one is great.
Sub-Zero.
I love how he makes an ice clone, she lands on it, and then he does the old classic, the spine rip. He does the spine rip. And to put the cherry on the top, he puts the head, the left eye sockets specifically, on the spike, or the spear, and the eye goes flying off. It's fantastic. I'm gonna give it a fucking 10. It is really good. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Finish her. Fatality.
Alright, well,
Sub-Zero
as soon as he said we didn't have another person that had a 1 out of 10, besides Raiden, I've just proven myself wrong. This one is obviously a 1. This one's really bad. I don't like it. He just freezes you, cut off your head, freeze your head, punch it. It's just, man, it's just bad. I don't even have words to explain how bad it is. It's just bad. I guess there's just not too much happening with it. That's what makes it bad. Anyway, moving on to
Kano. Kodokan. Coliseum Beast Pet. Finish him.
Alrighty, so let's do this.
Fatality.
A 1, bro. What the hell? It's so bad. There's not even anything going on. There's just one thing going on, and that's repeatedly headbutting him. I guess the unique thing is all, like, the flesh and stuff that sticks on his head when he does it the first time. But, like, it's literally just headbutting you until your head explodes. That is so bad. Compared to the others, that is fucking awful. That makes Raiden's fatality look better. Holy crap. That is fucking terrible.
Finish him.
Get a better fatality, Kano. Holy crap, that is so bad. Let's see this one.
Fatality. Kano wins.
Now, this doesn't, it's not bad, but here's the kicker. So, as most everyone knows, Joker is going to be a DLC this month for Mortal Kombat 11. Now, you're probably going to be seeing where I'm going with this. So the fact that Kano managed to get a Joker-like fatality while Joker was going to be Joker is not going to be part of the DLC pack, then it would probably be a 5. Mainly because there's not too much going on. But since Joker is going to be part of the pack, the canon score is going to be a 0. The reason why is because they didn't wait until Joker came out and decided to give this great, or could have been a great, fantastic Joker fatality to a drunk bald guy that's Australian and likes fucking military women. It's great. It's fantastic. Alright. Kabalin is up next. Got the spins. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to be killing ourselves. Hold on.
Black Market out.
So let's see if you got any good fatalities, Cabal. Gotta go fast. Now, I think I remember yours. Yes, I did. Ooh. Oh, this one's good. I'm gonna give it a 9. This one's really good. So, it has a good amount of gore. But the fact that he cuts him at the ankle, or the Achilles heel, is absolutely great. The chattering, the noise that it makes, the hooks make when it's inside of the other Cabal's mouth, it's really, really disgusting. So the disgust factor is what wins this one, so it gets a 9. Oh my god, that is so good. Now let's see if I can actually perform this fatality right. Normally this game fucking hates me and doesn't let me do it. Okay. This one's great. I actually like this. It's a great use of his powers. I don't think I've seen him do anything like this before. The best part is when he just manages to get in front of him when he eats him and then splits him in half. So I'm going to give it a 10. This one's a 10. It's really good.
Liu Kang.
Is up next. And our
Cetrion.
dummy will be Cetrion again.
Dragon Brother.
Alright, Liu Kang, let's see if you have some good fatalities. I have not seen, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any of his fatalities. I'm pretty sure I just unlocked his second one from the crypt. I don't think I've seen any of them. Granted, I don't like Liu Kang, but I am still going to act as a normal, a respectful judge and judge him based on his fatality rather than my like or dislike of the actual character itself. Wait, boop, 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 boop. I fucked it up. There we go. Okay, this one's actually kind of cool. The reason why is because it is a direct reference to his classic fatality, where he would kick him twice and then uppercut him, but it adds a bit more after it. He hits the body parts as they go down. So, I'd have to give it an 8. It's actually pretty good. And this is coming from someone who doesn't even like Liu Kang, so you know the score's good. So let's see your second one, Liu Kang.
Fatality.
This one's kind of cool. I think it's actually kind of cool. I like the multiple punches, and then I like the 1-inch punch at the end. I honestly think it's pretty cool. I'm going to give it another 8. It's going to be double 8s for Liu Kang. So next up is my boy Kung Lu, I'm pretty sure. No, it's Katana. Katana is next, and then Kung Lu. Baraka's we are playing today. Conveniently, I actually just did her second fatality earlier, and I've already forgotten it, so I have to look at it again. Try practice mode to hone your combos. I will, Mortal Kombat 11. Thanks for that helpful tip.
Finish him.
Now get ready to split. Well, alright, it's kind of cool. I do like the fan spinning to keep the body afloat, and I do like the kick and ending up and kicking the fan up into somebody's face. That is pretty cool. I'm honestly going to give it a 7. If I'm being generous, an 8. I just don't think it's that well composed, so to say. Alright, let's see this one. Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Fatality.
This one's great. This one is really good. So gore, fantastic. Unique factor, really, 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 really good. It doesn't have a reference because I don't think Katana has done this at all. I'm gonna give it a 10. It's like really good. I'm basically just gonna rate these from now on, saying if they fill in a specific requirement on what I'm filling them on, because I'm kind of just trying to get through this as quickly as possible.
Liu Kang.
Alright, I was actually kind of hoping that I get Liu Kang, so. Granted, I don't like Liu Kang, but I do like the Shaolin brothers being together, even though that one of them is about to get murdered, but still. It's nice seeing those two together, isn't it? Now, I do remember Kung Lao's second fatality, so we can do that. this one, now I'm not doing this because I like and I mainly can. Gore, it's got a pretty decent amount of that. No references, but I'm going to give it a 9.9. It's really, really good, but I don't think it's not, like, it's good, but it's not that good. It's like right there, like so close, like a step away from being godlike. So, unique factor, yeah, it does have a bit of unique factor. Gore does have a decent amount of that. No references, so I'm gonna have to give it a. No, I won't give it a 5. I'll give it a 6.5. It's good, but I just feel like it's not as good as its counterpart. Its counterpart is great. But moving on to the next character, it is. And our dummy is?
Frost.
So Frost will be our dummy. Now I do have Jade's second fatality. The only problem is I don't know it, so I'll have to look. Huh. Alright, perfection is key. Goddamn right it is. So it is back forward, down, forward, square.
Fatality.
Okay, it's good. I do like it. It does have a good amount of gore. It does have a unique factor. I don't know about references, because I don't know much about Jade. So I'll give it a 8. I think it's actually pretty decent. I'll give it an 8.
Finisher. Fatality. Jade wins.
I'm gonna give it a 2. Now, it does have a bit of unique factor. It does have some gore, but it has confusion. I do not understand how her pole is able to cut flesh like a knife with butter. If anyone could please tell me this, I will greatly appreciate it, and I will amp up the score on this, but until I get an answer, it's going to be a 2. It just doesn't make sense to me, so. Next, I think we have Aaron Black, I believe. No, we have Scarlet. Fuck!
Scarlet.
Every time I get it wrong.
Sindel.
God.
Tournament.
Jesus. Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. My controller needs charged, but I think somebody took my charger.
Finisher.
I'll do these first. Okay. So this one is pretty unique. I do like it.
Scarlet wins.
I don't know much about what's happening in this. I'm pretty sure that she's just injecting her heart with her blood. I'm pretty sure that Scarlet is injecting her blood in Sindel's heart, which is causing it to erupt and explode. That's what I'm assuming. I'm going with it. I do like it. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. It's pretty good, but it's not that good. Kind of lacks stuff. I feel like it lacks more action. Again, unique. Does have a bit of gore. I do like the eyeball at the end. I'm going to give it an 8. This one's a bit better than its counterpart. So now it should be Aaron Black.
Aaron Black, Sub-Zero, Wuxi Dragon Grotto.
Let's see this.
Finish him.
All right. Okay, so unique factor, pretty good. Gore, pretty decent. No references as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna give it a 9. I think it's pretty good. Now on for his next one. Okay, unique factor, a bit of gore. Doesn't have any references, but there is a bit of confusion. I don't know why his boot isn't burning. There are multiple things that I could go on about, but I'm kind of trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible, so let's keep this moving. Next up is... Now I've heard that she has some pretty disturbing fatalities, so let's find out if they are true. I don't know if they are, hopefully they are, because I could really use a 10 out of 10 right now. Okay. Oh, that's really good.
Fatality.
The only thing that makes it good is the fact that they get pinned, so they can't really do much about it. But a unique factor, yes, has a lot of that. Decent amount of gore, no references as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I think it's actually not that bad. It's pretty good. It's actually really good. It's not pretty good, it's really good.
Finish her.
I heard this one has been disturbing. Oh.
Fatality.
Unique factor, unlimited. Gore is fucking great. No references? No, this gets a 15 out of 10. This one is fucking great. This is like all my alien fantasies solved in one simple fatality. That is fucking great. That one's really good. Devora's got like one of the best fatalities, if not the best fatality in the entire game. Holy shit, that is so good. That is really, really good. Oh my god. Right, this is the second one. Let's see how good this one is. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. That one's also good. Holy shit, man. It's got a good amount of gore. Its unique factor is really, really high. And I feel like that this would be a reference to animalities. That they were a thing, I believe, in Mortal Kombat 3. So I'm going to give this a... Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, this one's pretty good as well. It has a bit of unique factor. It does have a good amount of gore. Doesn't have a reference of Kodokan or any other Mortal Kombat games as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to give it an 8. I think it's actually pretty decent. Who is up next? Terminator
The Terminator.
is up next, and his opponent will be the bug that killed Jake. Let's see how good this is. I hope this is good. Actually, no, I do remember one of them. I cannot remember the second one. I do remember the first one that you get, but I don't think I remember the second one. I don't even remember his combination for the second one. Because I do main Terminator, so.
Finish her.
Oh my god. Now I remember this. Oh, this one's fucking great, dude.
Fatalities.
This is a 20 out of 10. This one already rivals Devora's. I'm a big Terminator fan, so yeah. It's got great amount of gore. It's got a fantastic, unique factor, and it's a direct reference to the Terminator. So of course I'm gonna give it a fucking 20 out of 10. This is great. This one's great. So far, Terminator is out-rivaling everyone's fatality. Oh my god, this is so... Oh my Jesus. This was really good. Wait. Alright. Yeah, this is the one that I remember. Yeah, there's not too much gore going on. There's a bit of unique stuff here. I think that the motorcycle is also a reference to Terminator as well, but I don't want to confirm that for sure, so I'm going to give it a 6. It's not as good as its fucking 20 out of 10 counterpart. Holy shit. Now, I'm not saying this because I like the Terminator. I just think it's... I really think it's just that unique. That and because I like the Terminator. Granted, I am a big fan of the Terminator, but the fact that I like the Terminator is not the reason why I'm giving it a 20, is basically what I'm saying. Alright, so let's see if this can load a bit quicker. That would be fantastic. I don't remember Garrus' second combination, because I almost never play Garrus. Alright. This one's a bit confusing, don't understand it, does have a really good amount of gore. I do like the unique factor, and this one is a bit traumatizing at most, so I'm going to give it a 10. No, an 11. I'm going to give it an 11. I feel like it's actually pretty good. An 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10.
Finish her.
So, let's see this one. Let's see if this one's any good. Okay, this one starts out really weak and then ends really strong. It does have a good amount of gore. Unique factor is obviously good because this guy is obviously a brand new character. No references because, again, brand new character. A 5. I think it's right down the middle. It's just the first 2 hits that he does is what takes it down. If he did something different, it would have been a bit better. So next up is...
Collector. Sindel, the Hourglass.
Alright. I think I remember his... No, I don't. Fuck. I haven't played Collector in a minute.
Finish her.
So let's see if this is good. Ooh, gross. Okay, it's got a good amount of gore. Does have a disgusting factor. Obviously unique because this guy's brand new. I do like the eyeball popping. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a high 9, a really high 9, so 9.9. I honestly like it.
Finish her.
This one's pretty good.
Fatality.
Does have a decent amount of gore. I do like the unique factor. I do think this is a reference to Melina's fatality in MKX, so I'm honestly going to amp it up to a 10 on this one. So the next one is actually Sindel herself, so Sindel will stop being abused for once.
Sub-Zero. Lost Hive of the Kaitin.
Kind of rushing through this, because we're like we're on the second to last character. I kind of am trying to rush this as quickly as possible. Now, I barely remember her second fatality. I do remember her first, I believe. Yeah, I do remember her first, but my mind's a bit foggy on her second one, so we'll see how good it is. Now I remember.
Fatality.
It's really good, has a good amount of gore, really unique factor. It is no reference to anything that I am aware of. So I'm going to give it a 9. I think it's actually not that... I think it's pretty good. I kind of fucked up the first time when I was saying it was good. Alright. Hopefully this one is good. Honestly, I think this is a better version of her MK9 version, where she would just bring up, grab their head, just scream into their ear until half of their head explode. I think this is a better version of this. Obviously, a lot of gore, good, unique, no references as far as I'm concerned. So, I am going to give it a 10. No, I'm going to give it a 9.9. I don't think it's that great. Alright, last character. Let's do this.
Cetrion. Sub-Zero. Black Market Alley.
I kind of rushed the game to do this. Alright. We can finally almost end the video. Obviously, after we do the fatalities. Alright.
Finish him.
Giant woman. Very giant woman. Well done.
Fatality. Cetrion wins. Flawless victory.
I do like it. Good amount of gore, pretty unique, no references, because this is basically a brand new character. I am going to give it a 8. It is an 8 for me. 88. Maintaining balance. It is maintaining balance. You got little chicken legs. Pretty good amount of gore, unique, obviously, no references. I'll give it some extra points for the chicken legs, so I am going to give it a 9. So that is it. Those are all the ratings of every character's fatalities. Obviously,
the Terminator
has the best out of all the fatalities, in my opinion. The ones that I hated the most were one of Raiden's, both of Kano's, and I believe it was one. Yeah, it was one of Cassie's. Basically, the ones that were the worst of the worst were both of Kano's and one of Raiden's. But if you guys, I would appreciate it if you guys actually gave me your own opinions on what you thought was the best fatality, on which ones you didn't like. So I'm going to end this episode off here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, punch that button in the face. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, may the good blood guide your way. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.